welcome to our Linux tutorial. Welcome to our tutorial on how to set up a simple web server with Linux using the popular tool Apache. In this video, we'll guide you through the step-by-step process getting your own web server up and running. So here is our terminal. So first, we need to update our package list, which we can do by running sudo apt update and just enter our sudo password. It's going to run all the repositories and get it. It's probably going to be a few errors, but that's just because I have some unstable repositories in the mix, but that's just something else. Ignore all the errors. Most of this should just say get for you. It's probably going to take some time, so remember to sit back and have a coffee break. So I will see you when it's done. And just like that, it's done. Didn't take that long, but we've got some weird repository errors. That's just something that happens for me. That shouldn't happen for you. If it is, I would check a problem. I would check if you have any problems. So now we're going to upgrade all the packages we have. So sudo apt upgrade, then -y. -y is just I don't know what it is. I always do it because, like, when I first got Linux, it was in a tutorial that I followed, so I just always do it and not really changed. So this will also take quite a while as it goes through, fetches all the repositories and updates. This shouldn't take that long, as I have literally just updated it like just when I got home, so it shouldn't take very long. But yeah, so you just gotta wait for this to get done, and I will see you once it's done. So now our system repositories and everything like that is all upgraded, all our packages are updated. You should be on the latest version. Also, if this wasn't already kind of obvious, you kind of need an internet connection for this, but I just want to say so I don't get angry keyboard warriors. So next up, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to install Apache, and to do that we're going to use apt sudo apt install Apache 2-y. All you have to run, actually just go off, do everything for you. You don't need to do anything at all. It's just going to run through. I might already have it installed. Looks like I don't. I thought I might have done because I might have installed something that needed it. Because a few apps might need Apache to run to host web servers. But yeah, so it's just going to go off, fetch Apache's repositories, and it's going to install them. It's going pretty quick here. Shouldn't take too long. It's not that mentioned. I've had bigger packages. It's only it's only about like a couple megabytes, I assume. I don't think I need to jump cut for this one. It's not going to take that long. Yeah, so yeah, it's just going to install, enable the stuff when it's set up. Probably maybe like a minute, like half a second more. Not that much, I don't think. So yeah, just sit back, have a cup of your coffee, which is an essential to be a programmer. So yeah, might do a jump this. It might take a bit longer. I think I can leave it. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. Now what we're going to do next in the video is we're going to start Apache, like start the service, and we're going to also we're also going to enable it at boot. I'm not going to do that because I don't really want a constant web server running on my PC, because I play games, I need the FPS. This isn't the greatest PC in the world. But if you're using this as a dedicated server, nothing else, go ahead, set it to run at boot. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to run it, and then I'm going to disable it afterwards. And then after that, we're going to do some port forwarding for port forwarding to allow Apache for your firewall. We're not going to port forward, but we're going to allow HTTP traffic to go through the file. We're going to code a basic some basic HTML code, and once we've done all that, we're just going to move that HTML code in there and show you how to access it from the web. Also, this won't give you a fancy domain like your Apache web server name.com or whatever like that. It's not going to be a really fancy name. It's literally just going to be a couple numbers and dots, which is also known as an IP address. And that's what's going to be used to access this. And port forwarding is required for outside traffic, so stuff like your friends, and other people, like the general public, to access it. I think this is running. It might take a while, but yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. And that's just a brief overview whilst this is installing. So I'll see once it's done. Probably won't take that long. Recording is probably going to slow down, but anyway. And just a couple seconds after I pause the video for a jump cut, it's back and done. So, right, now we have to start Apache. So to do this, we are going to run the command sudo start, not sudo start, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, sudo system ctl start Apache 2. Oh, my phone just fell over. Right, so that should just set it. And just give it a minute, I'm going to look outside quickly. I think there are 2 Apaches going over my house because there tends to be a few Apaches that fly over my house. I am back. Unfortunately, it wasn't Apaches because that would be such a coincidence. It was just some other random helicopter and plane. But now, once we've done that, we should be able to. So now we need to add some code to the website, so when you view it, it's not just a blank page. So to do that, we're going to have to nano a file. So I'm just going to make a directory quickly, and if you want to know how to do this, I should have a video coming live in about a week. Or maybe sooner, I don't know my current schedule, but I should have a video coming out soon on how to navigate the Linux file system. I'm going to record that later today, I think, and release it in a couple of days' time once I've finished editing it. So we got to make a directory called, we're just going to call this website. Now this isn't where our actual website data is going to be stored, but this is where I'm just going to store where I code stuff, because I don't want to have to navigate through root directories every time I want to code. I just want to type a few one command and I'll be able to code. So nano, and we're just going to create a file first. So we're going to do, and we're just going to call this index.html. Once we've created that, we're going to run the command nano index.html, and I think I've added a H on the end, so I'm just going to quit out of that, exit nano index.html. And right, so now we need to type our HTML code in. So to do that, just follow along. You can just copy the code. So to do this, we're going to type this, just copy it out. I'm sure you can find some example HTML code. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much all the way over GitHub and other places. And we're just going to do this, HTML. It's pretty simple coding, not that hard, not that difficult. You can literally just search up online a couple of things about HTML. So we're just going to type head. We're just going to give it a little header, and in that header we're going to I think I'm typing all the indentations wrong, so I'm just gonna and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna give it some title, and we're just gonna actually put welcome to what should we call this website? Let's just call it my Apache website. Given getting Apache Linux, like Apache web stuff, mixed up with the Apache helicopter, which is of course a war helicopter. So then we just end it off with this. I'm not fluent in HTML, so I'm literally just looking down at my phone and copying the code for it. So you can do that as well. It's fine, every programmer copies from themselves at least once in their, well, not from themselves, but other people at least once in their life. And then we just type this body, if I can spell correctly today, which is a rare occasion. We just type, our body will be P hello world. So we're just gonna put something else there, because I don't know if that's actually gonna work. I'm not that good at HTML. Oh my goodness. Okay, not type today. And we're just going to type, I think it's closing. You have to do closing for this. I do not know if this is actually going to work. So it's that, but it should work. And we're just going to type under that, we're going to type P. This is a Codex Studios website. I love how we're studio and don't make anything. You need that's, and we'll add /p. Just remove the space there to make it look a little cleaner, and we just add some closing tags. So HTML is a whole other thing. I don't know it. I'm just creating an example thing, and that should just wrap up this tutorial. We just put just give me a minute. We just put a quick slash in here, and we're all done. So we need to hit Control O. We're gonna write it to that, and it's wrote. Now we can safely hit Control X, and we're out. So now we can see if we run cat and then index.html, we should see our code appear in cat. Right. Okay. So now all we need to do is we need to hit C, is we need to move this to our directory where Apache stores all the stuff for our website. To do that, we just have to run sudo cp our file name, which is index.html. We'll just move my cursor out of the way. And then we just put where it's stored, which is var/www/html, and put a slash on the end, and then we just run the command. It should go through, And before we go ahead and access our website on our web browser, we first of all need to gain our IP address. So to do that, this is our internal IP address. If you want to access it from the outside, that's a bit different. You have to go into Google and stuff, and yeah. So we're just going to do it for accessing inside, and I'll let you search up how you access Apache from the outside. So I'm just going to show you how to do it from your home network. And we just write show, and we just run, and it will see here's our internal IP address. Now this is all your internet adapters. So for me, this is my Ethernet, because I use Ethernet. My PC originally doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, which is used to access Wi-Fi signals. Might buy one for my birthday actually. Then there's loopback. So what we have to do is so now we've got our IP address here, which is this. I think, yeah, it's this. I don't know if you have to include the slash, or we can just try, and if it doesn't, we'll copy that. Okay, so now you should be able to access it. I will see you in Brave browser. I'm back. So, all we need to do to access our server, I went ahead and checked out a few things in regards to what you put in, and you don't put the 24 on the end, so I'll delete that when we paste it in. And another thing, I checked my ADSB radar, which is something used to identify where planes are, and in fact there is an Apache 64 currently an Apache AH64 currently flying within a couple, maybe like 30 miles of where I live. So yeah, that's kind of ironic. But so let's just access our IP address up here. That is your private IP address, and you just enter that in, and what do you know? Here's your website. So that is pretty much this video up. So thank you for following my YouTube tutorials. As always, a subscribe is greatly appreciated. I don't care if you don't watch my videos. I just really want. It'd be really good if you could subscribe. You don't even have to watch my videos. Just leave a subscription. Just subscribe, like, do whatever social stuff people do. Yeah, and give me feedback in the comments. It would always be appreciated, some feedback. It's like the most useful thing to me is feedback. So yeah, so that's about it for this tutorial, and goodbye.